It was like they didn't hear the sound of her pain. Our daughter, our beautiful daughter, her last hours, day on this earth was just treated so cruelly.
Chloe Longster was just 13 when she died. Her mother, Louise, rushed her to hospital when she fell ill, but staff there failed to diagnose her with sepsis. Louise told me she was powerless as she pleaded with staff to care for her dying daughter. Instead, she was made to feel like a nuisance and told her daughter, who was writhing in agony, was just being dramatic.
She asked me if she's going to die, and I remember thinking that's her way of articulating to me that she feels dreadful. I find that haunting, that the 13-year-old in the situation where she met so many professionals was the one that was correct. I wish I could go back and say sorry to her for trusting them a little bit with her.
An inquest into Chloe's death has found the hospital missed several opportunities to recognise her deteriorating condition. In a statement, the Trust said, "We are sorry that we failed to offer Chloe the care she deserved. We should have done more. In the 2 years since Chloe died, our teams have worked hard to make significant improvements." But it's not just Kettering where mistakes have been made. Around 48,000 people die from sepsis every year in the UK. And many of those deaths could have been prevented.
We need, of course, health professionals to be trained, but we need them to be working in organisations where there's a culture that encourages them to actively look for sepsis and they have access to the rapid diagnostics, because at the moment, those two things aren't happening.
NHS England says improving the diagnosis and treatment of sepsis is a priority, but Chloe's death shows there is more to do. Chloe's family have welcomed the findings.
Justice for Chloe is having her true experience finally heard, acknowledged, and that no child will ever have to suffer again in the way she did.
Today brings some vindication for Louise and her family, but it doesn't bring back a daughter whose death should have been prevented. Ashish Joshi, Sky News.